Yes, sir, that's my baby. No, sir, don't mean maybe. Yes, sir, that's my baby now.
Just because something is vintage, that doesn't necessarily automatically make it good. Take, for example, my grandfather's 1920s era banjo ukulele. This instrument was kicking around the house when I was a small child, and I always wondered, why does nobody play that instrument? Well, eventually I grew up and I put strings on it, and I think I've discovered the reason why. It sounds like this. And yet, despite that horrible sound, this instrument did inspire in me a curiosity and a love for music that I still have to this day. My name is Ralph Shaw, and I want to welcome you to my one-man show, The Ukulele and Me. It's a live stage show where I'll take you on a musical tour to find out what it's like to be someone who built his career on the shoulders of the world's friendliest little instrument, the ukulele.
Thank you so much, and thank you for coming to my show. Yes, my name is Ralph Shaw, and I'm known also as the King of the Ukulele, which was also the name of my first CD that I released in 1997. So I named myself after my CD. So you can probably tell from my accent where I'm from. Can you guess where I'm from? You didn't really? That's right, I'm from Quebec.
As well as being a show about the history of the ukulele and its most loved performers, you'll also learn about my journey from owning a stringless ukulele to studying physics to becoming a professional ukulele player.
We did have a ukulele in the house, but it wasn't one of these. It was a banjo ukulele that had belonged to my grandfather. The only thing about it was, though, and I remember this clearly as a child, the instrument had no strings. So I remember being really young and going, why does that drum have a handle?
Plus, I get to impersonate some of my favourite ukulele players. Those giants who inspired me and who brought the ukulele to the forefront of world attention. You'll get to meet characters like the great Tiny Tim.
For some of you know, this is not the Charles Dickens Tiny Tim from A Christmas Carol. He looked very strange. He did something else that was strange. He always carried a shopping bag, and in that shopping bag he had this weird little instrument, a ukulele.
And if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, till you pardon me, come tiptoe through the tulips with me.
And learn about one of Britain's most iconic entertainers, Mr. George Formby.
Does anybody want to request the George Formby song? Right, I heard Leaning on a Lamppost, but more of you saying When I'm Cleaning Windows, right? That's probably his most famous song, and it was banned by the BBC in the 1930s.
Well, there's a famous talkie queen, she looks a flapper on the screen, she's more like 80 than 18. When I'm cleaning windows, she pulls her hair all down behind, then pulls down her, never mind, and after that pulls down the blind. When I'm cleaning windows in my...
Of course, we must not forget the Hawaiian roots of the instrument that they named the ukulele, or jumping flea.
So the Hawaiians, they were there playing their ukuleles in the late 1800s, early 1900s, but the rest of the world didn't know about their instrument. That is until 1915, and there was a big expo in San Francisco to celebrate the opening of the Panama Canal. What an event that was! Finally, the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans were joined so shipping could go safely through the middle of the American continent instead of having to make the dangerous voyage around the southern tip of South America. So the Hawaiian Board of Commerce paid to have a pavilion there at the expo, and it's estimated that 17 million American mainlanders went through that pavilion and for the first time saw and heard the Hawaiian culture.
Humu humu nuku nuku akua'a. Do you all know what that is? That's right. It's a kind of fish. You would have thought the Hawaiians, being an island nation and eating fish for just about every other meal, they'd call it something maybe shorter.
And of course, noisy children are always welcome at my shows.
Who's talking? You want to come and sing a song? No? Alright, shut up then.
And does anyone still remember Cliff Edwards, also known as Ukulele Ike?
He ended up being the voice of Jiminy Cricket in Walt Disney's Pinocchio.
If your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
But the ukulele is used for much more than just comedy.
And this only really changed in the mid-1990s when a big Hawaiian fella called Brother Is did a beautiful recording of Over the Rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dream that you dared to once in a lullaby.
And I also get to tell you about the time that I was inspired by yodeling Stu Clayton.
Everything was bouncing around, and after that died down, he said, "Well, thank you all very much," he said. "You've made a 76-year-old very happy. Here's another." And he did another one, and the yodeling was even better than the first two. And I thought, that's what people want, isn't it? People want yodeling. And I thought, that's what I need to be able to do. If I can combine yodeling with the ukulele, I'll have a whole new musical art form. I'll call it yodelele music. Well, my yodel teacher told me I'm a yodeling hopeless case. She said I should try bowling, and she'd even recommend the place. But then I must have looked so sad, 'cause she gave me one big kiss. And I released a mighty yodel, which sounded a little like this.
And there's even audience participation.
But here is the song now everyone knows. Shout out the word free every time I nod my head. Walkings, talkings, at least that's what the politicians tell me. Your health is, if you have a moment, hear my plea. Won't someone please, won't someone please, won't someone please buy my CD?
So come prepared to laugh and swoon as me and my ukuleles turn your day into one long smile.
La, la, la. Come on now.